If you love the thrill of racing but hate the risks, then buckle up. Everything Simulated is here to merge adrenaline with absolute safety. In a world where technology meets adrenaline, Everything Simulated is revolutionizing driver training with state-of-the-art simulators. From truck training to the thrill of motorsports, our simulators offer the most realistic experiences across all automotive applications. Gone are the days of endless bookwork and basic drills. Now it's all about hands-on, pulse-pounding action that prepares you for the real deal. Whether you're maneuvering a heavy mining vehicle or racing a high-speed car, our simulators, equipped with cutting-edge technology from leaders like SimRigs and Track Racer, bring every nuance of the drive to life. And talk about making a mark. We're not just building simulators, we're fostering talent. From grassroots motorsports to professional series like the Aussie Outlaw GT3, sponsored by us, Everything Simulated is fueling dreams and careers. Ready to feel the excitement of the racetrack under your fingertips? Connect with us, and let's build your next simulator adventure together. Remember, we support those who support us. Join the Everything Simulated family, and let's race towards the future.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the FDL Recruitment Series, sponsored by Everything Simulated for round 2 at Winton Raceway. I'm JP. I'm going to be joined here. Well, no one. You got to go with little old me here, providing you all the action in the series as we now jump into a very, very interesting car in the F4's here as well. It's going to be very, very exciting indeed. I look forward to seeing how this one gets on and whether or not what's going to happen here as well. I'm just going to try and do some changes in the meantime on that one as well, but there we go. And that is the F4 out on the racetrack at this moment in time. Now, bringing you up, there are some stand-ins, but they're loose stand-ins here for the Everything Simulate Recruitment Series. See Ben Roberts out in front at 152 with Marcus Watson on 112. Joshy Horton on 106 with Craig Edwards on 104 with Dan Ackland on 102. Then Hayden Millington, Adrian Loretti, Glenn Possiway, Rashabi Banachi and Scott Pocock. Everybody else, obviously, with 27 drivers in behind that one. Schedule itself, well, it's Winton. And then we go for the Super Formula Lights next week at Laguna Seca. So we're going to cover the feature race here, which is 30 minutes of action. These guys are just about coming towards the end of qualifying. They have had a short 10-minute qualifying to get a place on the grid. But generally, it's going to be exciting indeed. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are here, don't forget to say hello, and we will talk back at the same time as well. But it is Winton, 1.864 miles, 3 kilometers in length here. It's going to be very interesting indeed. If you can have a look on the track map on the right-hand side in the top corner, you've got turn 1 and turn 2. It's going to be very, very difficult indeed. I think that's something they're going to have to keep an eye on to make sure that they can get round there without any issues. We'll pick up on 5th place Vaughan Ryder, who's just on his way around turn number 12. We'll show you what this corner is like here. I think this is one of the important things you've got to remember. It's going to go in. It's quite a quick left-right, but it is a passing opportunity if it becomes one for them. There's quite a few passing opportunities, to be honest. A lot of these corners, you can get the car up on the inside. It's going to be whether or not some of these drivers are going to be brave enough to really make that opportunity. Now, coming through here at the moment, you can see topping north of 115 miles an hour through the long looping left-hander and then into quite not a hard stop, but you do have to slow the car down right the way down into second place before we get the run again. So there are opportunities here at Winton. It's just how brave some of these people are going to be. I wouldn't really recommend going through 6, 7, 8 and 9, which is what we're going through now. You can, if you can get the run out of 9 down into turn 10, which is the left-hander. And then, of course, you're going into turn 11. Ooh, big snap from Vaughan Ryder there. Unfortunately for him, that has put him off the circuit there as well. Calangio is here as well. He's out on the racetrack going through the final couple of corners of turn 11. Another area where, again, you can make an overtake, but you do have to be sensible with it, and you do have to make sure that you've got participation from both sides, all right? The pass has got to be facilitated. If it isn't facilitated, well, then you're going to be in trouble as we've come towards the end of qualifying here as well. So let's see who's going to be on the grid for the race. We do have 2 minutes of gridding time, and then we'll be up and running with that feature race, which is going to be 30 minutes long. So keep an eye out, see how we get on here as well. We will be having a brief chat with the winner of this race at the end of the race, of course, coming in and having a chat with me. So it should be quite an interesting one to see what goes on and how this develops. I think it's going to be one of them where you've got to make sure you are going through cleanly. I think on this racetrack especially, you've got to make sure that the clean overtakes are done. If they're not done, you are going to be in trouble. So we need to make sure that that's all done first, as we're just waiting for the session to swap over. Aidan Coote and Dan Ackland still out on the racetrack running at the moment there as well. So Dan just goes into pit lane. What about Aidan Coote? Oh, he's parked up in that Buzzing Hornets livery, which I do like. It's very beautiful, I have to be honest. So there we go. I do like that one here as well. But thank you so much for everyone coming along and having some fun here as well. Don't forget, if you are new here, like, subscribe, turn on the bells. That would be absolutely amazing, and allows us to keep bringing you this amazing content of this series here as well. Craig Edwards going to lead the way on pole position with Ocean Kalangalo in second place. You might need to message me if that's not your name. Kane Ryder, then Rashibi Banerjee, then Vaughan Ryder, Dan Ackland, Madeline McGee, Angus Milne with Scotty Pocock and Aidan Coote, then Dan Byrne and Tom Donoghue further back in the order. Then Glenn Postlethwaite, Adrian Loretti, Todd Parks, Dougie Gowans, Nicky Bottrell, Tristan McLaren, Kyan Butler, Matt Tesserio, Chris Swadlin and Bruce Kelly. And then further back is Ben Ryder, Callum Rossender, William Fraser, Henry Zimmerman, Scotty Bardane, Jimmy Pocock and Martin Lipsky. So there we go. Keep an eye out and see how these guys get on. I'm going to be excited for this one. I think this could be a absolute banger of a race, and one that I think is going to provide some action here as well. So yeah, keep an eye out, ladies and gentlemen, because it's going to be amazing. Right, let's get ready for this one. Just waiting for the lights to go up onto the gantry before we can go green, green, green. Just waiting for a few more people to get onto the grid. Craig Edwards sitting on pole position alongside Ocean there. So let's see what happens here as well. Let me know if you YouTube chat who you think is going to win, who's going to come out on top, and who's going to take the checkered flag. Just waiting for a last couple. Patience is a virtue, shall we say, as we just wait for people to get onto the grid. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The feature race here of 30 minutes is green, green, green. Ocean alongside Craig Edwards there. Got the jump right at the beginning. Ocean's going to take the lead down into turn one. Craig Edwards in there as well. Kane Ryder and Banerjee were running side by side. In behind Vaughan Ryder, Danny Ackland, Angus Milne in there as well. There's been drama at the back. Chris Swadlin is somehow in the barrier at the bottom of your screen there. Aidan Coote back in pit lane as well. But at the moment, Ocean leads the way as he's kicking off round that long loop in turn 5 before we come into turn 6. We've lost a couple of people here as well. Todd Parks spin off the side of the circuit. Dougie Gowans and Nick Bottrell have had some form of dramas together here as well. Keep an eye out on that. We'll try and bring you some of the replays a little bit after the first lap here. But at the moment, Ocean leads the way with Edwards, Ryder, Banerjee, Ryder, Ackland, Angus Milne and Madeline McGee in behind her. Madeline sitting in 8th place, down 1 place, lost a place to Angus Milne straight at the start of the race. Let's see if we can have a look and see what happened. Aidan Coote went off track right at the beginning here. Whoa. Okay, that's hardware if I've ever seen it before in my life. Aidan having some hardware problems. Then Chris Swadlin Oh, running 3 wide down into turn 1. There's going to be contact off the inside here. There it is. And unfortunately for Swadlin, he has gone round. I do want to have a look at what happened to Todd Parks and Dougie Gowans here, because all 3 of them ended up off the circuit. There is Todd Parks. Oh, there we go. Oh, blimey. That was never good. And Hans Zimmerman has also had dramas at the same time here. This has been a bit of an action-packed opening lap, shall we say. Zimmerman runs straight into pit lane. Nick Bottrell and obviously Dougie Gowans, we saw what happened to them as well. William Fraser has been off the side of the circuit, but Ocean leads the way at the moment by 1 second over Ryder, over Banerjee, as these guys continue to have their battles here, tucked in on that run down into turn 10. The left-hander, Rashibi's going to be looking. What's he going to be trying to do here? Is he going to get a run out of 10 into 11? He's not. We've already lost Aiden Coote, Chris Swadlin. So Banerjee now going to be tucking in into turn 11. Can't make it through there either. It's going to be a tough fight for Rashibi. Angus Mills locked straight in the middle of the pack here at this moment in time. And Angus has got Dan Ackland, Vaughan Ryder, in alongside him. He's having this run down into turn 1. You can see on the left-hand side we've got a group from 2nd all the way down to 10th. And then we got 11th with his own group down to 15th. And then 16th all the way down to 20th. So there we go. We've got Ben Ryder, Vaughan Ryder and Kane Ryder. I'm going to presume they're all brothers on that one. Scotty Pocock's in there as well. Dan Byrne, Glenn Postlethwaite is in behind him. Danny Byrne, has he got a Ferrari livery on here? Maybe Collins didn't quite get a livery made up for him, but he has got a Ferrari livery on. I don't know if that's good or bad for Daniel Byrne, to be blatantly honest with you. But at the moment, it seems to be all right. He's up 1 place. He's sitting in 10th. No real dramas for him. But it is Rashibi Banerjee putting Ryder under pressure here. Ryder's got Ocean alongside in front of him. He's trying to chase down into the left-hander of turn number 10. Banerjee trying to fight his way out here. What about Angus Milne? Milne stuck in that middle pack. Not really quite sure where to go. He's literally in the middle. We've got Ackland in front and McGee behind us. And unfortunately for Angus Milne, where do you go? Let us know your opinions in YouTube chat. What should Angus Milne do? Is it all on the defence? Has he got to go on to the attack? What's the situation here? We've got battles further back. William Fraser, Ben Ryder. Look like they're having a bit of a mix-up. Tristan McLaren, Bruce Kelly, Rossinder, Lipsky, and there as well. All continuing to fight, but it's all in this middle pack here. Angus Milne trying to make his way forward. Let's have a look at the gap, actually. I'll be interested to know what the gap is. Barely 5 seconds down to Scotty Pocock. 3.6 down to Ackland. So these guys really quite tightly congested in that second group almost of action that's taking place. The gap out front from Edwards has gone to just nearly over a second for Craig Edwards. But he's got Vaughan Ryder, Ackland, Milne, McGee, Pocock, Byrne in behind him again as we're going through once more through to turn number 10. The left-hander. Quick lap times here, guys. 1:16.76s. 1:16.46 from Kane Ryder last time around as well. So he's set the fastest lap of the race, which is absolutely amazing for him. But it is Vaughan Ryder who's got Ackland, Milne, McGee, Pocock, Byrne, and TD has got his own group, and Loretti, Postlethwaite, Butler, Tessaria all chasing him down here as well. So action's going to be coming up plenty, I think, but I don't know how early it's going to be coming here, because I do wonder whether or not the likes of Vaughan Ryder, who's got Ackland tucked up behind him, how long is he going to be able to defend from him? That's going to be the question. Down the start-finish straight, or the second part of the start-finish straight, into the right-hander we go. And again, turn 3, Ackland very, very slow. He's now got Angus Milne tucked in behind him here currently at the moment. Right, in through the right-hander of turn 7 now. Angus Milne still sat there with Ackland. McGee still in behind. On board with Madeline McGee we go through the right-hander of turn number 9. It's going to be able to make this now all the way down into the left-hander of 10. You can see Danny Byrne getting a little bit closer. Chris Swadlin said he's crashed, but I think he's entered into pit lane now. I'm hoping he hasn't done it going into pit lane, because that would be pretty weird. Ben Ryder, unfortunately, has had a drama. Oh, look at the back end already. It's already a little bit squirrely. He's not quite got that settled down. And around he goes there for Ben Ryder. Does manage to get the car going again. But unfortunately, he loses a place to Henry Zimmerman and William Fraser, who has just gone past here as well. Ackland now really close. Angus Milne tucked him right behind through the left-right of turn 1. Onto the run down to turn 3 they go. Coming into the right-hander at the moment of turn 4. Angus Milne with McGee, with Ackland, with Ryder. The gap up front's quite interesting as well, because Kane Ryder has managed to get the gap down to 3/10 down to Ocean here. Now the question will be, they're on the same team, so are they going to challenge, do we think? Or are they not going to challenge? That's going to be the question. Is Ryder going to challenge Oceana here? And where is that run going to come from Ryder? It's a difficult one with your teammates. We know what happened to Lando Norris and Piastri over the weekend. That Challenger team didn't quite go so well. So, we're hoping the Max Boyce boost have got it a little bit easier here. Chris Swadlin has got problems, I feel. He's jumped back to pit lane twice. Jumped back to pit lane, left pit lane, and jumped back again. So I've got a funny feeling that Swadlin's got a little bit of a problem. But Ryder now in behind here. What is he going to be able to do? Is he going to battle Ocean? Or is he going to sit there? But surely he's not going to sit there for 20 minutes, right? Through the right-hander of turn 7. Into the left-hander of 8. He's still sat in behind him at the moment, is Ryder. Onto the nose we go. On that run now down into turn 10, coming through the left-hander of 11. Again, no move here for Ryder. I just don't know if he knows where to go, what he should do, whether or not he's going to challenge him. Is he going to conserve tyres? What's the situation in and around that? Vaughan Ryder here with Ackland, Milne and McGee, all behind Pocock, Byrne and TD. There he is, Thomas Donoghue from the Everything Simulated Racing team. Chasing down Danny Byrne from Carlins, who's got Scotty Pocock in front of him, who's got Madeline McGee in front of that. Angus Milne, Byrne sticks a nose out, lets him know he's still here. No job done for Scotty Byrne there. There he is doing his business in that car at the moment, but on board we go. There's a couple of moves here as well. Madeline McGee, TD going to be sitting in watching here as Danny Byrne and McGee, Scotty Pocock. Pocock has just cleared McGee. Byrne's now locked in behind her. What's he going to be able to do here? Is he going to look at trying to get up the inside as soon as possible? No for Danny Byrne, not this time. Ryder are still 2 temps back up front. And then we've got Vaughan Ryder, who's got Ackland, Milne and Pocock, who is trying to lead this group forward. They have been battling, which is never a good idea because you do end up losing a lot of time when you do. There's Scotty Pocock. He's trying to get onto the back of Angus Milne. Milne's trying to clear Ackland. Ryder Edwards is still here. Banerjee's there as well. Now they're coming through the turn 11, and Rashibi Banerjee just cannot do anything at this moment in time, as can Kane Ryder. I don't know what Ryder's going to be able to do here. I don't know if he's going to be able to clear Oceana or what the situation is, but let me know what you would do in YouTube chat. Are you going to go and overtake your teammate? Are you not going to go and overtake your teammate? Rashibi Banerjee's not really making inroads. If anything, these guys are extending the gap out front now, back out to 1.7. It was, oh, Ryder's there. Oh, man. He absolutely sent that. Well, that just about answers my question on what Kane Ryder is going to do here. He's going to be hard on the brakes very, very shortly. Look at that. Big lockup. Oceana leaves him the inside line. Lucky their teammates, I think, Because if that was anybody else, that would have been dramatic. But these guys did make it through without any dramas. And Ocean now has got to chase down Ryder in front. What is this going to be doing here for these guys? Craig Edwards in behind. Rashibi Banerjee's now closed up as well. And that one little move from Ryder has brought everybody, the back four, into the mix. One little move. That is all it took to get everybody tucked in right behind him. It just goes to show that you do have to be very, very careful when making moves here to make sure that you can get through without any dramas. And unfortunately there, it does look like there was a drama. Somebody's just gone off the side of the circuit. Craig Edwards passed Rashibi Banerjee. So it was Banerjee went off the circuit here. Is there going to be a snap on the rear? Ooh, there was. Oh, yeah, no, he managed to control it. But Rashibi there, getting that car back onto the racetrack. Craig Edwards has now dropped back. Banerjee's now dropped back. Vaughan Ryder, Danny Ackland there as well with Angus Mill. And good day, everyone. Interesting move. You hope that Max Boost team were talking strategy, but that overtakes makes me wonder. I agree, Simple Racing, as well, to be blatantly honest with you. Because they were having a good old scrap there. And they're not letting off either. Vaughan Ryder's not letting off either. He's tucked in behind Ackland at the moment. Into the right-hander from turn 12. It's going to be over the start-finish line, then down into turn 1. Vaughan Ryder's got Milne literally there. Milne thought about it. Didn't quite get it through. Through the left of 1, through the right of 2. Now on the run to 3. This is really a deceiving racetrack, Winton, because there's there's a couple of start lines that I've seen in certain places on this racetrack. We're using the traditional one, I believe, down into turn 1, but there is a couple of others. It's a bit bizarre, to be blatantly honest, but I think because it covers multiple different classes of racing, I think that's the reason why it has the different setups. There is a club circuit as well. So I think when the club circuit holds races, they do have the start line down from turns, well, it's actually turn 10 to turn 1. On our map, it would be turn 2 to turn 3. So when the second layout's used, I believe they do obviously change where the start line is, because, you know, why not? That would be the easiest thing. As these guys now still continue to fight here. Angus Milne still in the middle. How is he going to get on here? Glenn Postlethwaite's just had some drama. He's gone into pit lane. But how are they going to get on? How is this all going to evolve with the 2 up front as well, which is about 6 tenths at the moment? So we'll keep an eye out and see how they get on here as well at this moment in time. But lots of action, I'm sure, still to come here. Okay. Ackland is literally the cork in the bottle at the moment. He has literally he's got basically Ryder, Milne and McGee right up behind him. That's bringing back in Pocock. Pocock's bringing in Loretti. Pocock's just dived into pit lane here. So pit stop for Scotty Pocock. But Angus Milne still continuing on. They got 100% fuel, so I'm quite surprised that a couple have gone into pit lane, unless they're going in for a specific reason. Winton is such a deceptive track, no matter which layout, one of my least favourite to drive for a host of reasons. Dude, to be fair, looking at this, I would probably end up getting my butt lost. I'm not going to lie, I would probably end up getting lost here. And I know it sounds bizarre, but I think that's just possibly what would happen. Be very, very interesting indeed. If you do want to get involved, guys, don't forget, head over to the website and formuladriversleague.com. If you are AEU and New Zealand and Oz, you can get yourself involved and come and join the championship as well. Super Formula is out. F4 is already out at the same time, so you can come and have some fun with us on that one. But Ackland, at the moment, Ryder in there as well. I am confused why they've got to go and make a pit stop. Let me just do some... It is only a 30-minute race, and judging by the session, they've been set up with 100% fuel. Now, the question is has the setup that's been loaded on for them, does it give them 100% fuel? That's going to be the question. I do wonder, but they will have to make a pit stop here as well to go and get just changed or fueled up, ready to go. Ocean here through the right-hander, down through turn 12. He's now dived into pit lane. Kane Ryder's in pit lane. Craig Edwards is in pit lane. Danny Ackland's going to come in. Vaughan Ryder's going to come in. Madeline McGee's going to come in. Danny Byrne's going to come in. Matt Tesorio will be in as well. Tristan McLaren, Rashibi Banerjee will be the first one who has pitted already. Now, this is the question for Rashibi. Where is he going to come out in conjunction to the others? Because the others, I can tell you now, are still sitting in pit lane here. Ryder's on his way out. Where is Rashibi in conjunction to this? He's going to get a couple of positions. I don't think he's going to get Oceana. He might get Oceana as well. It's going to be very, very close. No, he did not. Oceana got out in front of him, but Oceana lost time in the pit lane. And he's lost to Craig Edwards and Kane Ryder. Edwards has got in front of him, jumped him in the pits. Tristan McLaren has yet to pit. That's why he's out in front as well. 100% you get lost so easily. And also being such a short lap, you find yourself back in the same place almost before you realise it. That 7, 8, 9 complex is so much more painful than it should be. I agree. I don't think this would be in my top 10 of racetracks, to be honest with you, Simples. I don't think that it will be in that one as well. Jimmy Boy, Oceana is a... oh, okay. Wasn't aware, was not told. So thank you very much for that. Now I know. On that one. Thank you, Jimmy. Yeah, if you don't know, I'm not quite sure what I can do. So there we go. Craig Edwards, Kane Ryder and Tristan McLaren. McLaren has gone into pit lane. Everybody's past McLaren at the moment because he's still there. Banerjee's going to be going past him. Ackland, Angus Milne, probably Vaughan Ryder and Madeline McGee are going to end up going past. Danny Byrne will go past. Scotty Pocock, Adrian Loretti, Hans Zimmerman. Poor old Tristan McLaren is going to be ended up right down the order. Postlethwaite goes through. Todd Parks, is he going to get McLaren? No, McLaren comes out just in front there. Danny Ackland on that one. Bottom 10 though, no contest. That's it, there's nothing really happening down at the bottom. You've got Todd Parks, who's got Kyan Butler, Tristan McLaren and Tessa Rio in round him. Madeline McGee has got Vaughan Ryder in front, Danny Byrne, but Danny Byrne's a little bit further back. Scotty Pocock's a little bit further back. TD's not too far back as well, although would drive this in an open wheeler any day rather than a Gen 3 supercar. That would drive me absolutely bonkers. No. I would not do that around here. I don't think you'd want any more than an F4. Simple. I don't think you would want any more than an F4 round. Oh, sorry, this track, my bottom 10. Oh, right, yes, got you now. As Scotty Pocock just clears Thomas Donoghue. Donoghue comes back at him. Pocock's got the inside line. TD's off the side of the circuit there. Pocock does go through. Adrian Loretti is in the mix. Look at Henry Zimmerman tucked in right behind as well. Donahue again alongside Pocock going into one. Nope. Can't get it done. Loretti still holding on from Zimmerman further back. Yeah, I would put it in my bottom 10 as well, to be blatantly honest with you. I don't think there would Winton would be even remotely on my list of ones that I can think of. So there we go. To be honest with you, I can put a lot more tracks in front of it. Angus Milne, Vaughan Ryder, Madeline McGee still going at each other. Looks like Postlethwaite has unfortunately jumped to pit lane. Be nice if I knew where he was there. Where is Postlethwaite? He went off track. Did he go off into the shadow realm? Woo, Glenn. There he is. There he was. I think Glenn may have disconnected it because... Oh, there he is. Oh, no, he's not. So, yeah, we won't stay too long on that, but I think Glenn's disconnected. TD, Loretti, Zimmerman. Then we got McGee, Ryder, Milne. Ackland is chasing down Banerjee. He's about 4 seconds back, mind you. Angus Milne's not too far away. Craig Edwards is there. Ashiana behind him. Trying to close in on him here. Still starting to settle down a little bit. Nobody's really making massive inroads. Give us your top 10 tracks, Simple, and I'll see if we match up. Let us know which ones are your top 10 tracks. Tristan McLaren, Matt Tesario. Oh, dearie me. McLaren here. There was a spinner in front of us. He goes round. Tesario. Oh, okay. Ben Ryder, Nick Bottrell again. McGee and Byrne are side by side. Byrne's got that inside line. He should be able to open it up here. Chops off McGee and turns around and says, no. Number 1, Nürburgring. No, not for me, Sugar Plum, I'm afraid. That would be down my sort of, just out, probably outside my top 10. Number 2, where are we going? Through the right-hander for McGee now, through the final corner on that run down into turn number 1. Closed in on the back of Byrne, just didn't quite get there. Got somebody waiting in pit lane there. I think that's Bottrell, just waiting for everybody to go past. But Madeline McGee, she's chasing down. Carlin's boys are Danny Byrne, down in that Ferrari livery machine, chasing down Vaughan Ryder from Team Max Boost. Then we've got Angus Milne, who's there as well. It's not a great overtaking track. No, Chris, I've realised that you've literally been listening to me waffle on, dear sir, I'm afraid. As there's people closing and people making mistakes like Kian Butler just did. But as for overtakes, yeah, not great. I've got a funny feeling there's contact here, though. Oh, there is, but there is also a big old dose of Tinternet. Oh. Ow, that was Kian Butler and Tristan McLaren here. Did they just get linked together? They got Velcro together, didn't they? There's the internet, and then all of a sudden, they just got sort of linked together there. Just jumped into Mr. Waffle. Oh, okay. Well, there's been a bit of it, Chris, as well. Me and Simple have been having a bit of a waffle about racetracks and what would be our top 10, to be blatantly honest with you. Hans Zimmerman and Adrian Loretti. I think Loretti's just made a mistake there because he's just lost that place to Zimmerman. Zimmerman goes through, but if I looked like Loretti made a mistake. Did he get a wiggle on? Oh, well, he hit the curb. Oh, no, he was just slow out for Adrian Loretti. So, there you go. I'm a sucker for punishment, I guess, apart from the ring, the remainder of the top 10 in no particular order. Okay, go for it. Let me know. Let me know, dear sir. 4 minutes to go here. Kane Ryder through the turn 10 on his run to turn 11. Through he goes now. Ryder's going to come over. We've got 3.5 minutes. It should be about 3 laps, I believe. Still to go. McGee's still in behind Byrne. We've got Edwards has got Oceana closing in. He's doing a great job sitting in third at the moment. Down 1 place down. Yeah, Oceana's down one place at the moment from where she started. Tristan McLaren's out, Butler's out, Possewaite's out. You can see the list of people dropping out on the left-hand side. Swadlin and Coote is also out. Peacock and Bartain didn't take to the grid. I believe they're working up in RC at the moment. So Craig Edwards there with Oceana behind. Then Dan Byrne chasing down Vaughan Ryder as they continue to keep going here as well. Byrne tucked in, then McGee, and behind Ryder. Ben Ryder's just unfortunately had an incident. If anybody can let me know, are Ben, Vaughan, and Kane all brothers? Is that a triplet? Is that like a triplet? Are they yeah, what's it called? Triplets? Are they triplets? Yeah, twins. Donut. On that one. That would be good if I knew that all the riders were brothers. Ben, Vaughan and Kane. Sound like the blinking Craze brothers, don't they? It's the Ryder brothers. Madeline McGee tucked in right behind at the moment. Going to look up the inside of Danny Byrne. No job done, no movement there. 2 minutes on the clock. We should get maybe even possibly one and one more here. I think this might be a 24-lap race at the moment for the Kane Ryder. He's got a 2.7 second. I think Ben and Kane are brothers. Is Vaughan their dad? I don't know, Chris. That's why I was asking YouTube chat. I'll ask him. If he wins a race, I'll open it, pop in and have a chat with me. So if he comes in and has a chat, I'll ask him. Max Boost, all brothers, says Luke Hoskinson. Thanks, Luke. Much appreciated. I haven't asked him yet. Chris, come on, sir. Blimey, what you been up to? TD in behind Zimmerman. Zimmerman's parked it in the middle of the circuit. He's like, nope. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? Donahue there. Can't get through. We've got 1:09 on the clock. I believe this is either going to be really, really close for one. Ask who? The Ryder brothers. Are they all brothers, Phil? Help us out. None of us are no. None of us are aware. Portland, Bathurst, Justice Laban, Brands Act, Montreal, Navarra, Belle Isle, Charlotte, Roval, Magnicor. JP, I'm in London. Oh. Really? How long you there for? I was busy getting punted lap one, turn one. Oh, okay. Fair play. Yeah, I believe they are, it says. Okay. Spa, Oran Park, Interlagos, Mosport, Zandvoort, Jerez, Hockenheim, Phillip Island, Road Atlanta. You're in London till Friday. Whereabouts in London are you, Phil? Vaughan is the oldest. He's like nearly 70. Get out, Dan McCrowan. No chance. Right, this is going to be really, really close on the final lap here. 10. Oh, my God, this is literally going to be exceptionally close. What's he going to do here? What's he going to do? Is he going to give him the white flag? 4, 3, 2... It is the white flag. Blimey, he got there by about 2 seconds. So, there we go. Good job. But Kane Ryder just managed to get another lap in. Madeline McGee still can't clear Byrne here. Blackfriars Hyatt. Oh, nice, mate. Are you going anywhere else or are you just staying there? McGee now going to look up the inside. Nope, can't get through at the moment. Into the left-hander, a 1, into 2. I'll keep an eye on the leader. He's just coming. Oh, Bernie. Danny Byrne had a bump. He had a bump there. He's got to be careful. Just here for 3 days for a work thing. Oh, man, that sucks. If you was there, are you there over the weekend? Oh, no, you're not. You're only there till Friday. That's a bugger, mate. I would have popped up and could have had a chat. Say it popped up, right, Phil? London is a couple of hours away from me, from where I am. But, you know, hey-ho. What's a car journey between friends? I don't think I've got to look at my calendar, Phil. I don't think I've got any other time to be able to come up and see you on that one. Kane Ryder now is going to take the victory here in the feature race. Over the line, he's going to go. Kane Ryder takes the checkered flag. He's a winner, Chicken McDinner here. Good job from Kane. Craig Edwards comes over in second, Oceana in third, and then Rashibi Banerjee is going to come over in fourth. What's going to happen with Madeline McGee, Dan Byrne and Vaughan Ryder, who just seem to have been following each other for the last 25 minutes or more? Oceana and on that one, Madeline McGee tucks in, and it is Danny Byrne takes it. What about Todd Parks and Tessa Rio? I do love Tessa Rio's livery. Fair play to him on that one. As Matt Tessario goes through, Todd Parks through the final corner. It looks like they're going to be as they are. Dougie Gowans from FTR as well, whose livery looks like the Max Boost boys. And Tessario does come over the line and take it. Top 10 tracks for me, Interlagos all day. Okay? Interlagos all day. Then Thruxton. I love Thruxton. Then Martinsville, because I'm a sucker for an oval as well. And Interlagos, Thruxton, Martinsville, racetracks. Sebring is on my list. I do love a bit of Sebring. Phillip Island, definitely. I agree on the Phillip Island. I think that's good. Mosport, I agree with. That's also in there. Road Atlanta's in my top 10 as well. Belle Isle, Brands Hatch GP would be as well. And then I would finish off my top 10 with Dega. Oh, mate, if you don't love an oval, you're a sucker. So there we go. Right, let's bring you up the results of this one. Kane Ryder is your winner with Craig Edwards in second. Oceana Kalangalek, that name, in third. Then Rashibi Banerjee and Danny Ackland. And Angus Milne, Vaughan Ryder, Dan Byrne, Madeline McGee, Scotty Pocock, Henry Zimmerman, Tom Donahue, Adrian Loretti, Matt Tessario, Todd Parks, Dougie Gowans, Callum Rossiter, and Mr. Lipsky. And then behind that is William Fraser, Nick Bottrell, Bruce Kiley, Ben Ryder, Kyan Butler, Tristan McLaren, Postleway, Swadlin, and Coot were the final ones here as well. We're going to have a chat, really quick chat with second place man, Mr. Craig Edwards. Craig, welcome in, bud. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good job, good job. Second place, not bad, huh?
Oh, Kane has a 5-second penalty, so you're talking to the winner.
Why does Kane have a 5-second penalty?
On lap 2, coming into the hairpins. He put the move on me, but as he turned in, the car slid wide into the side of me.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, fair play. Well done, Craig.
Thank you very much.
I didn't get that information, mate. Congratulations. You know, the thing is with this track as well, is people on YouTube were like, meh, it's very hard to overtake here. What do you think?
It is very difficult to overtake, but if you start to get side by side, the track all of a sudden becomes very fun. It's got a lot to offer.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a few people, like poor old Dan Byrne, Vaughan Ryder, Madeline McGee and Scotty Pocock. I think they were staring at each other's rear ends for the whole entire race, unfortunately for them. But going forward for you, are we going to see you in the F4 Series and the Super Formula Series? What's the situation?
I'll be back for Super Formula. I'm still up in the air about whether I drive the F4. It's only my second hit out in this car, and I find it a little bit strange to drive. But obviously that'll get better the more I try. So to be decided.
So you take the win, and then it's like, yeah, I don't know if I could be bothered to drive it.
That might be what happens. Yes.
Oh, okay. Very fair play to you on that one. Well done, Craig. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Big ups to the organisers. It's been an interesting little experiment with the qualifying format tonight, which I thought worked quite well. And it was a good fun race. Thanks to Jimmy on race control as well.
I do agree. I think it worked a lot better for me because I was able to get in the session before it actually blinking started. So, yeah, keep it, please, Thomas, if you can. That would be amazing.
Excellent.
Craig, have fun, son, and I'll catch up with you soon.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers. Right, I'm going to have a quick chat with Kane Ryder here, who unfortunately won the race, but I believe has got a 5-second time penalty that I wasn't aware of, and he only finished 3 seconds in front. So that sucks for Kane because he loses first place. But, let's not be pedantic about it. He did win. Kane, welcome in, bud. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. Nah, it was good fun anyway. So I knew I had the 5-second penalty. If it was any other track, I would have redressed Craig, but
this one's hard.
So hard. It's so hard to pass here. So
yeah, dude, there was a lot of people just following in each other and staring at each other's bums, to be blatantly honest. There wasn't a lot going on. We were having more of a top 10 racetrack conversation in YouTube, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Now listen, who's the oldest out of you, Ben, and Vaughan?
Vaughan's the elder, mate. I'm the youngest, so.
So how old's Vaughan? I'm going to write this down now.
He is. God, I don't know if he wants me to tell this.
Oh,
He's
just
55.
55. All right. So Ben's the second.
Yes, Ben is 43 and I'm 41.
Oh, okay. Right. I got you. Right. Now I know which way round this is. I'm going to write it down and put it on a post-it note on my monitor, so I know which way to go. Thank you very much for joining us, Cade. I hope you had a good fun. Are we going to see you in the F4?
Look, I think so. Look, it's a really, really good car. And with the F4 Global Championships, it is a good chance for people to hone their craft in this.
Yeah.
So I suggest people should sign up, is what I'm saying.
I agree. I think so too on that one. Anyone you want to shout out, buddy, before we let you go?
Just team at Max Boost. Yeah, and all the drivers there, and obviously FDL for stepping up and putting on an F4 championship for everyone. It's been sorely missed in the Australian scene.
Awesome job. Well done, fella. Well, have a good one, mate, and I'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. Right, simple. Answer to your question. Can you really have more than one over in the top 10? Go and drive Martinsville, and then go and drive Dega, and then drive Bristol. And let me know how they're all the same. That's all I'm going to say on that one. I better wrap this up. Otherwise, Thomas is going to kill me for wasting too much time chinwagging. So thank you so much for joining me. I've been JP. I will be here next week as well as we head off for the Super Formulas. And join us for that one. So next week we'll be at Laguna Seca. So come and have some fun and join us for that one. But I've been JP. I've been in, and thanks so much for. I get so used to saying I've been in the booth with, but I'm not in the booth with anybody. Anyway, take care. Have a great week, and you never know, I might see you on the track sometime. Good night.